Hey everybody, Ruth Nasrullah here. I wanted to just take a couple of minutes to talk about something that I'm going to be addressing at my presentation on writing about religion at this year's Hippocamp, a great creative nonfiction conference. If you haven't been there before, you've got to experience it. The number of writers who are there that you can talk to about your craft, your achievements, your goals. And if you go to hippocampus22.hippocampusmagazine.com, you can get more information and register. It will be this year, August 12th through 14th in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. My talk will be on August 13th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. I hope you can attend and I hope you can come to my presentation. So, all of that out of the way. One of the things that is most challenging about writing about your own faith journey is finding the right tone and finding a way to describe how you feel about the faith without being dramatic and without being too explanatory. And a great example of how to do it well is the essay Upon This Rock by John Jeremiah Sullivan, which was ran in GQ magazine and was also included in his anthology Pulphead. And in it, he covers Creation Fest, which is sort of like a Woodstock for evangelical Christians, kind of. And it's sort of, he describes it in this very kind of sardonic and wry, but very descriptive fashion, basically talking about a bunch of young people who are alternating between discussing biblical verses and just kind of getting into some hijinks and a little bit of trouble. So he describes all this. It's fun, it's insightful, it's interesting, and then suddenly he shifts gears and goes back to his past as a young person, as a teenager, and reveals that at that time he became an evangelical Christian himself. And he talks kind of very matter-of-factly about that experience and about why he left as well. So it's this kind of big shift, but in that shift, the description of Creation Fest and the description of his own experience, we kind of understand what it means to practice that kind of faith. And he ends the essay by talking about Jesus, and it's really interesting because he no longer thinks of Jesus as sort of a religious iconic figure or a prophet or the Son of God, but he says that he does believe in Jesus as a great man, and he talks about it in much more description. So that's one of the big challenges, is how to write about what you feel, what you have experienced in your faith, and talk about it without that needless explaining and without being very dramatic and too focused on your emotions. So if you get a chance to read it, whether you're coming to my presentation or not, you should read it, but I hope you're coming. And it again is Upon This Rock by John Jeremiah Sullivan, and it's Hippocamp 22. I hope to see you there. Take care. Bye-bye.